I am speechless right now. I'm at a loss for words. I just can't believe what my eyes saw and what my ears heard. CM Punk's promo at the end of Raw tonight was absolutely epic. Wow. The whole show was great in my opinion, but the ending just totally blew my mind. CM Punk comes in during the R-Truth John Cena tables match. For first and foremost, he comes in and distracts John Cena and helps R-Truth get the win over John Cena. So there you go. There's a plus right there. John Cena loses on Raw, but after that, R-Truth walks up the ramp, sits down in the Indian style position, and proceeds to cut one of the best promos that I think I have seen on Raw in a very long time. You know, it's those one of those kind of promos where at the end of it you're shaking your head wondering, is this real? Was it scripted? You know, you almost couldn't tell. I mean, I'm thinking that it almost had to be scripted, but there were parts of that promo that just seemed so real that I'm wondering if maybe he just went off the script a little bit and started ad-libbing his own true feelings, you know, about how he really feels about the company. It almost seemed as if he opened up his heart literally right there on that stage and just spewed out one of the most amazing promos that he's probably ever done in his life. Wow. I'm totally shocked right now. The things that were mentioned in this promo, talking about how the company won't get better until Vince McMahon dies, you know, and talking about how once Steph and their idiotic son-in-law start taking over the company, it's going to go to hell. Of course, he didn't really get to finish that sentence because, hell, they cut his mic, which added to the realism of the promo. Of course, that could all just be a work. I don't know. But then when he starts bringing up ROH and he starts saying hi to Colt Cabana and stuff like that, you're like, what's going on here? But I'm just shocked right now. This was totally amazing. I don't know what to think right now. Uh, if it was real, you can rest assured that CM Punk is not going to work for the company anymore. That's for damn sure. But I gotta say, I'm really looking forward to what's going to happen next week. That's for damn sure. Because right now, CM Punk has a match with John Cena at Money in the Bank for the WWE Championship. And I don't know, he might have went off script a little bit and he might have got himself into some huge trouble. But I'm going to end it right there with the talk of CM Punk and his epic promo. And I want to talk about some other things that happened on this Raw because, you know, like I said, overall, this Raw was a great show. You know, I was really hesitant at first because another themed Raw, I was just tired of the themed shows, and you know, Raw Roulette just never really appealed to me in the first place. But man, overall, this show was great. It really surprised me, and I'm really glad that I got to see it. We got to see 7 matches, and that was a really big plus right there. We hardly ever get to see that kind of thing on Raw anymore. And we got to finally see Cara taking on Bourne. We were supposed to see that on the last week themed edition of Raw, the Power to the People themed Raw, but of course the botch in the voting kept us from seeing that. But I gotta say, for the most part, the match was good, but I really think these guys can do better. They only got 5 minutes, so I'm thinking that that is the main reason why the match didn't get as good as it could have got. But anyways, it still was a good match. We got to also see another match between Kofi Kingston and Dolph Ziggler. I know, another match. These guys have wrestled each other hundreds of times, but I gotta say it was a good little match. We got about 8 minutes in time, and I gotta say the finish was great. Kofi Kingston gets Irish whipped into the ropes. He somehow ducks his head, bounces off the ropes with his shoulders, bounces back towards Ziggler and hits him with the Trouble in Paradise and gets the win. I was really impressed with that. That was a damn good way to finish the match. But Kofi Kingston does get the win. And now I want to talk about Del Rio and the Big Show in the steel cage match. This right here was a damn good little match. What happened in this match was really freaking awesome. You have Mark Henry, within the first minute of the match, coming down to ringside, pacing the cage, talking shit to Big Show, and then out of nowhere, he just rips the cage door off its hinges. He throws it into the ring. He jumps into the ring, and he just starts beating up on the Big Show. Kicks him in the head. While he's beating up the Big Show, Del Rio's able to escape the cage and get the win. But anyway, somehow the Big Show gets wedged between the ropes and the cage wall. Mark Henry picks up the cage door and just rams it right into the Big Show, and the wall of the cage just collapses. The Big Show just spills out to the floor. It was awesome to see. Mark Henry is just being booked to perfection right now, in my opinion. He's been with the WWE for many years, and he's never really been booked properly, but I gotta say, I love what they're doing with him right now. He is looking like a beast, and I love the big men that can just go out there and look great. He looks amazing at what he's doing right now. He is coming out each week with a purpose now. I love how all these wrestlers that have been with the company for a while, like R-Truth, now Mark Henry, they're turning heel, they're changing their gimmick a little bit, and they're getting a lot more interesting. Mark Henry, you're on fire right now, dude, and I'm loving it. I also liked the tag team tornado match we got to see. Miz and Swagger taking on Alex Riley and Rey Mysterio. That was a great little match. It got a lot of time, about 12 minutes. And wow, I got to say, Miz and Swagger, Riley and Mysterio did a great freaking job in this match. It was so entertaining. Tornado rules, that means that there's no tags. Of course, everyone's in the match at the exact same time. Riley and Mysterio got the win. Damn, it was a great match. Swagger looked great in the match as well. I really liked how he was putting over Riley and Mysterio in this match, especially Alex Riley. Alex Riley got the win, in fact. He pinned Swagger after he hit him with his little DDT finisher. But damn, that was a great little match. Overall, Raw was a damn good show. Let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. I'm really lost for words right now, still, after seeing this CM Punk promo. But that's it for now. This is Gold Izzy, guys. Peace out.